I hope you enjoyed the video. And like I said, I'm waiting for Ramon. So waiting backstage, we have Denise Fletcher. She's part of our community. And tonight we are going to be investigating what I thought was just her home, but apparently she's had, let's just call them, well, we'll call them paranormal, um, some activity from other. I'm sorry, where is Ramon? We had him a moment ago. But she has had activity, I guess, for many years throughout different homes. So I'm excited to bring her in, and I might have to text Ramon to see what happened. So, un momento, por favor. What I'll do is I think I will just play that video one more time, give Ramon a chance to reconnect. So here we go. Just enjoy the video. Boo. It's still just me. Ramon's trying to get back in. I'm beginning to think I'm going to bring up Denise Fletcher. Here she comes. And let me do this. So I'm beginning to think, Denise, something does not want us to investigate because we're having technical difficulties with Denise, the sound.
Yeah.
And then Ramon was with us. And when I started the video, he disappeared. So he is trying to get back in.
I'm wondering, are you still having that sound with the echo feedback?
Yes. Yeah. And I'm hearing it come through your device.
Huh.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Must be incompatibility and something in the internet.
In the other
It's okay.
dimension.
Let's keep it down.
Well, what I'll do for now is let's just say hello to some of our friends who are popping in right now. And yeah, I don't know if it's because you're multi-streaming. That's kind of thing to do with it. I don't know. But anyways, Brendan's here. He's going to be popping in, doing some, hopefully he's going to be working on some artwork for someone, but hopefully he can join in the investigation. Peace, Mama. Hello. This is going to be fun. And then 9 Worlds, Intuitive Tarot. It is Kristen Louise. Yeah, his live went kaput. I don't know what happened, Kristen, but I hope you brought a deck with you. Jonathan's here. Aloha, Jonathan. Lurking. You're always driving home lately. So hopefully you get home safely and can grab a deck and join us. Divine Universe. I think this is your first time seeing a paranormal investigation. Ramon's having internet connections. He's trying to get back in. And then Maureen's here. Hi. So what are we doing? Okay. Jeff is here.
Tarot ass backwards.
He's here. Hello. Grab a deck. Joe G is here. Now, Joe G has been very instrumental in a prior paranormal investigation. Um, Real quick, for those of you who don't know what paranormal investigation is, I'll just tell my quick story, that what got me started in this, and hopefully by then Ramon can pop in. So a couple of years ago, I was on a friend's channel fairly regularly. I shared my paranormal experience in my home, and I would go on her channel regularly with tarot spreads. And one time we were going to do a tarot spread on connecting with someone from the other side, and she came up with the idea of trying to connect with the little girl spirit that's in my house. And I'm like, you're reading my mind. I would love to do that. I never thought to do it live. I would love to, though. So we did. And it was so interesting and profound. And I'm just like, this is what I need to be doing. So there segued into my series, Paranormal Investigation. So it's tarot normal, not terror normal. Tarot normal. So we investigate paranormal. Um, like tonight is going to be in Denise's home slash homes. And we've also investigated places like a penitentiary and the Amityville house. We've done this before. And we've, Sasha Graham came on, she's been on twice. Once we did the Stanley Hotel recently, and another time, she was one of my first, I think she was my second guest. She went to Italy to a castle and had some unique experiences there. So we used the tarot to investigate this Italian castle. Oh my God, you're going to test me now. Um, oh my gosh, I can't remember it now. But anyway, um, so yeah, so one time, some friends and I, we were investigating a town who they're doing a historical recreation from I don't know what era. And Joe G popped in, and we happened to be talking about American Indians in a certain tribe. And Joe G had a connection to that tribe and was able to corroborate our card pools with the stories of the tribe. So it was really fascinating. So happy Joe is here, and she's got something to say here. This weekend near me is a haunted building tour and a movie release. W.I.'s Bigfoot, the hairy man of the Dairyland. That is funny. That's funny. Carl's here. Yeah. Okay, bye. The story that came out of the Amityville house throughout our show was very interesting, and it wasn't all that evil story that's in the movies. It was really interesting. Um, Kristen is an assistant to a parapsychologist, and she's never had a paranormal experience herself. Wow. Okay, so hey, Garnet's here. We're going to continue saying hello to some peeps while Ramon is still having issues here. All right, Jonathan, what decks would you recommend we grab? Red light question. I have found that, fairy deck is not going to work. I've used different decks. I've used the Mystic Palette. Tonight I decided I'm going to use the Shadow of Fates or Tarot and Oracle. But I also got to my side, which the box fell on the floor. I have the Revival Art deck, and that has worked really well. And then I've also used uh, my Madame Wilhelmina's tarot, and so for spookier shows and stuff. So almost any deck. You know, Bobby's here. Bobby, Ramon was here, and as soon as I started the video, he disappeared. So he's trying to get back in. He's having some internet issues, but hopefully he'll be here soon. If we'll, yeah. So the Rider Waite works. I mean, it really, there's no, I try to choose something that's depending on the story. I've done an investigation where the energies of the home were not malevolent. So I think that's when I used the revival art, but I've also used, what is it? I can't think of it offhand, but yeah, so whatever you're drawn to, Jonathan. Well, little quick story, Denise. Um, she has said that she has both positive and negative energies she has encountered in her current home and different homes. And so that's so I had to have a deck that would cater to both. So I'm going to continue waiting for Bob. And we're waiting for Ramon, everyone who's just popped in. Ramon disappeared when the video started. So he's having internet connections. And Denise is having some internet bugs. And I'm beginning to wonder if there's a force in her home that does not want us to investigate it. So let's continue here. We have Essence of the Moon. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining us. Kristen, any deck will do, really. Any deck will do. So what we're going to do, everybody, Paranormal, is Denise is going to tell us her story. We're going to pause at certain points and pull cards to ask about the surrounding energies that she's encountering, and it's really a lot of fun. So, reading chat here. All right, so we're just waiting on Ramon to try to reconnect.
Come on back, Ramon.
Joe G says, hello, Denise. Nice to meet you.
Oh.
So Earth is here. Hey, boo to everybody. Literally boo.
Airy Girl says there is a big echo.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I don't know. Kristen, that is one of my favorite decks to use on a investigation. So
I'm going to turn my speaker all the way off. See if it goes away.
Okay, but can you hear me? Can you hear me? Maybe you can turn your phone. Maybe you can listen through your phone.
Say what?
Yeah, that might be hard. I was going to say maybe you can listen through the phone and keep your.
Yeah, I could do that. I'll try it.
But then we won't be able to hear you when you're talking. So you'll just turn yourself up when you need to talk.
Oh, I have no idea.
Jonathan, we had an earthquake here in South Carolina. The epicenter was in Tennessee, but we felt it all the way here. I was talking to my son. We were up here in my sacred space, and I heard rattling, and then all of a sudden we were shaking. And it lasted, if anybody's never been in an earthquake, and I say it lasted almost a full minute, That is a long time for an earthquake because within seconds, an earthquake can get hit. I had a client who an earthquake hit hard and fast, and she couldn't get to her baby who was crying in the other room because it was shaking so bad she couldn't get her footing. So it is, it's a serious business. Yeah, now we have a delay. Okay. Hey there. We're waiting on Ramon, and he's having some technical difficulties, so we're just chatting right now and trying to figure out all of our technical difficulties. But Allison, welcome. So, Kristen, we tried the headphone things, and that didn't work. Okay, do you have an actual speaker near a microphone? Joji is trying to help out. Do you have a separate speaker and a microphone? Or are they all in one? So, Kristen, we tried the headphone things, and that didn't work. Okay, do you have an actual speaker near a microphone? Joji is trying to help out.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, Joji was asking if you had a speaker near a microphone, two separate devices. Maybe they're too close.
The camera and the
speaker are one unit.
Microphone are in the together.
I'm sorry. Yeah. What? Okay.
I gotta stop this.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna figure it out.
All right. Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Let's reschedule since I'm having issues with the feedback until I can figure out what that's causing our problem.
Okay.
And then you could just read cards or whatever else you do. Because I had the phone going and this going, and it was like feedback. I can hear you twice.
Yeah. So, and you were just on live yourself.
Yeah, and I had nothing. And I've been on other shows and
everything back to you either.
Yeah, I've done other live shows with other people. I have been for months. And this is the first time. And it could be just the solar things. It could be that woman that lives in this room. I have a ghost that lives in this room.
In that particular room?
Yeah, I chase her out every now and then, but this was her house. So she don't bother me.
Hey, do you want to try to go out, slip out, and then move to a different room? Or you want to just reschedule?
I can. This is a desktop computer.
Never mind.
I'll cleanse the house next time.
Do you have multiple tabs open? Somebody's suggesting that.
I did, but I closed them all. I shut down everything. I got everything in my house is shut down. The only thing I got going is this right here now.
Yeah, and we even tried
and I went all the way out and came all the way back in.
All right.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my gosh.
We were looking forward to this. Let's see. What?
I'm gonna try one more time.
Yes, Gellick, you're here.
All right. Yeah, I'm still echoing.
So you guys don't echo, but you guys freeze up.
Hey, Bobby, what are you doing? You want to do some live readings? Denise, I hate this.
Well, that's all right. Hey, this is... You'll find out I'm one of the most laid-back people that you've ever met in your life, and it probably has a lot to do with medications and a lot of marijuana. So, and hey, it's legal here, and as long as it's legal, they don't take it away from me, I'll be happy as a lark.
And I forget, where are you? Was
Michigan.
Michigan.
Yeah.
And it's legal there.
Oh yeah, recreational. We have a pot store on every corner. And of course there's a church right across the street. I don't know about y'all, but I used to live in the South, down in Kentucky, North Carolina. North Carolina was dry, and they always had the bootleggers. And when I lived in Kentucky, we lived back in the hollers. This is back in the 70s, 80s, back in the 80s. And we had the bootleggers and all that stuff, and the coal mines, and very interesting life. I lived back in a holler.
Right.
No running water. No.
Yeah.
We had to haul our water.
No running water?
We had no running water. We had to haul it from town. I had to wash clothes on a scrub board in the bathtub.
Joe G wants to know which peninsula of Michigan.
The Lower Peninsula. This is like this. The only state you can put your hand up, right? Right about here. I live where we call the stump jumpers up here. And we have a lot of ghost stories up in this part of the woods because they had all those loggers back in the day. My daughter lives in she's just south of me.
Oh wow.
Kalamazoo's probably maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Huh. Yeah. Kalamazoo is a famous town that you hear about it all the time on the old time songs.
Right.
All I want to do is go to Kalamazoo. Yeah. Zoo, zoo, zoo.
Oh Lord.
So we can just entertain y'all. We can make it
an echo.
We can talk to my spirit.
Echo party.
Gellick's always very quite entertaining, isn't he?
Okay, well, so Ramon might be, on the other side of the veil. So, that's funny. All right, then we will schedule the actual investigation. I'm kidding.
Hey, and then what's so funny, because after we set this up, and then there was this blonde-haired younger woman coming up the stairs, and I think it's the same, and I think she's starting to show more of herself to me, because she used to be just like a gray ghost in this room. And Pam, Damon, I forget, Pam, anyway, she cleared her from here. Because she was attached to me at one point, but she's no longer attached to me. But the more I live here, and the more I'm becoming aware, the more she's becoming lucid. She's taking form.
So my little haunting, my little girl was same thing. I've heard her speak to me, like the beginning of my journey with her. She woke me up talking to me one night, but recently, no, it's probably been a year now. I was watching TV and it was in the daylight, and I saw a young girl walk across the TV, and I'm like, that just happened. That just happened, and it's daylight. So it's not a reflection. It's like car lights going by. Night, Allison. Yeah, so.
Good right,
All
Aries
right,
girl.
then. We
Yeah,
shall
so
reschedule this wonderful event. And Denise, we
because
should
I
be.
could tell you about the dead guy in the swamps in New Jersey when I was a truck driver. I forgot all about him. Now that we're talking about this stuff, I forget about all the dead people I've seen.
Go ahead and tell that story.
Oh, you want to hear about the? Oh yeah, you know, in Jersey, everything's a toll road, so you got to pull off and then you got to park your semi any place you can. Well, it was late, it was dark, and all I could do is get along this on ramp. Well, there was this big swamp there next to it, and a guy come up and he kept saying, "Help me, help me." And he had a red plaid shirt on with blue jeans and like work boots. And I realized that he wasn't alive. He was actually a dead person in that swamp.
I'm typing out to everybody here.
Yeah. So
But you saw him like full spectrum?
yeah. But he wasn't like looking at you, you're solid. You know when you're seeing someone that's a ghost or a pet or deceased, they're there but they're not. But I could tell everything he was wearing, and he spoke with a Jersey accent, and in my mind it was saying mafia related. So I wasn't going any further with it at that point in time. I just innocent truck driver parking my truck trying to get some sleep. Yeah.
I had a it was my mother's cousin, I think, who I don't know, I think she was a truck driver herself. And traveling across the states, and I was a little girl hearing this story, so I don't remember what state she was going through at the time. But there was this bridge area, and she saw, let's just say, a hairy man, almost as tall as her cab, run in front of her truck.
Oh, Bigfoot.
Yeah.
We have them up here in Michigan. I've never seen one, but in the area I live in, they got these great big black cutouts of Bigfoot, and they push the advertising, and hey, Bigfoot country. I've never.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, they claim they exist. Why not? And I don't blame them from hiding from man. I would hide too.
I do hide.
I do too. I didn't go reading today.
You didn't do
at
it?
the store.
No.
No, I worked in the yard yesterday and pulled muscles in my back, so I sat in my rocking chair and iced it and heating pad, then iced it and heating pad, then Tylenol, and so.
Right.
And I figured I'm gonna be on with you. I want to be nice and good.
All right, I'm texting Ramon. So, yeah, because my echo is quite distracting.
You're distracted?
Yeah, I'm distracted by hearing my own voice.
Hi. Nancy, so sorry, girl. I'm glad that you showed up, but we were having technical difficulties, and if you can hear the feedback, that's why we're going to end early. I'll quit talking.
That's the thing, it doesn't echo when you're talking. So, Nancy, Ramon disappeared. He's trying to get his internet working. And Denise is having technical difficulties with sound. So we're going to reschedule. Happy to reschedule. And we will do this again.
Yes. Because I was kind of curious to see what Ramon would have to say. With the... Because that's what he specializes in, right?
Well, I don't know if he specializes in it, but what happened was I was investigating Ramon's home last year, and he had so much fun. And I asked him to be my co-host
Oh, okay.
more with me. So
Hmm.
yeah, so that's how that started. I had been doing
What
it.
happened?
I have about, I don't know, at least 10 episodes under my belt before Ramon joined in. So anybody, if you go to my channel, you'll see under in my library, you'll see Paranormal. I am missing two Paranormals that I did because I did them on someone else's channel who had to take down her channel. So, and unfortunately, Amityville is one of them. So I'm trying to figure out how to get that back up if I can. So, because that was a really good episode. I hate that
Huh.
I can't access it. And I think there's one other that I'm missing, but yeah, but they're a lot of fun when we can do them. So, Denise, I'll just keep in touch with you, and let's see if Ramon is available maybe next Saturday or the next. So
Okay.
we'll check back in. So
Yeah.
I want to thank
Christmas time
everyone
will work.
yeah, for
I'm
trying
just
to pop in and join us. We are going to reschedule due to technical difficulties, and I will send you all off with my outro. So see you soon, guys.
bye.
Hang out, Denise, after. Hang out. Okay, here we go. See you guys later.